Hello everyone and welcome to my corner of the world. Today I have this very pretty little bag to share with you, which is made out of one piece of designer series paper, and it also uses the Sweet Soiree embellishment kit, which contains lots of lovely goodies. So we have numbers, and then these lovely die cut flowers and cake pieces. Then you can see I've already had a good old go at some of these. Then we have some vellum pieces that again are all beautifully die cut, so they're really easy to take out. And then also this pretty washi tape, some little clothespins, and then these lovely tassels. So we're going to use some of these embellishments on the card today. So to make a start then, I'm going to use the Sweet Soiree designer series paper, and I have a 12 by 12 piece here, and if you look closely it actually has a way up, if you see my meaning. If you look, so these blue pieces tend to go up, and it just suggests to me that this is the, if you like, the right way. So you're going to cut this in half across this part here to give yourself two pieces of 12 by 6, and then you want to make sure that when you line them up for scoring that they both look the same way. They're both sort of up, as it were. So our scoring is really simple. Along this short edge we're going to score at 1 1/2 inches. Then you're going to turn around and score at 2 and at 10. And that's it for our scoring. You're going to do both pieces, but I've already done one ahead of time to save time for the video. Then with a pair of snips, you're going to snip up to the score line on the 2-inch and the 10-inch score line there, up to the line there. And then I'm just going to take a couple of little wedges out there, which will help it sit to its inside the bag when I finish the assembly. And then with my bone folder I want to put in my folds like this. Nice strong folds gives a good finish to your bag. And then I'm going to put in these here. Okay, so those are that's one side of my bag, and then this is the other side of my bag, and they're going to slot together like this. So I'm going to be using double-sided tape, the tear and tape, to put my box together, my bag together. And I'm going to put on either end like that, and then on the other piece I put a length on the bottom flap. This is going to be the bottom flap, and then pieces here so that it all will go together. And basically what we're going to do is this, like that. That's how it's all going to go together. All right, so we're going to start by taking the backing off of this piece of tape here, and I'm going to line up my top edge there, and this cut edge is going against my fold, and then I'm going to do the same on this side. I might take it out of camera shot a minute, and I apologize. And I'm just making sure I line up the top edge, because that is the bit that will sort of show the most, like that. And then I'm going to take off these two pieces here just to stick my flaps together. That one, and then this one. Now I guess I could have taken all the pieces of tape backing off the tape at once, but it would have just been my luck that two pieces that shouldn't have been stuck together got stuck together. So whilst it's a weeny bit fiddly to get it in here, at least I know that what I end up with should be stuck where it should be stuck. Okay, and then that piece is going to come down, so we're going to take this here and we just make sure everything's squared up at the bottom, all my edges are together like that, and then get the bone folder and really press everything down firmly. So that's really the bag. Now it's all about prettying it up. Now I've put some little ribbon handles on my my bag, and to position them correctly I want them 1/2 inch down. So I've got this piece of 1/2 inch cardstock, and it's the length of my bag, and I've marked my places there and here, and then I'm going to flip it round and mark my spaces there and there. And then I have my 1/8 hole punch, and I'm just going to line up, if you have it the right way around, Cindy, it helps. I'm going to line up my marks and just punch out my hole. And then the other side, and there. So then I've got my pieces. Then on to decorate my bag, I'm going to use this. This is from the same pack of paper, Sweet Soiree. This is 12 by 1.5 inches, and you're going to need 2 pieces. I decided not to use that. It's a bit busy and it could get lost in amongst all of that. So I'm going to use the blue side, and I'm going to attach this with some tear and tape, and I'm going to attach it by putting it down on my box to start with. Like that, and then take the backing off of one side, and I want my joins at the front and the back, so I'm going to lay it down like this, and I'm just going to put a fold in like that, and another fold in like that. And then I'm going to take the backing off of this piece, alrighty, making sure that everything's square, and I've got the same sort of roughly 1/4 inch there. There we go, press that nice and firmly. So that's one side, and then making sure I got my piece of paper the same way up. I don't want to have it kind of weird like that. Okay, so I'm going to, this time I'm going to put the adhesive on the back here, and that way I've got control over it. I know exactly where it is. It'll be hidden by the paper. If I was to put it on there, I would just know that there would be a little piece sticking out to that I would then need to deal with. So then I'm going to push round here and put that fold in and around and put this fold in. And then again, I'm going to attach my adhesive to the back of my strip. Take off this end and just line everything up, and then press everything down again nice and firmly. And then I'm just going to push my finger in there to give me a little bit of a bag effect, like that. And then now it's down to decorating. So I decided to use the Perennial Birthday stamp set. The one I just showed you used Wishing You the Best on Your Special Day. This one I've used Birthday Cheers all around, and this has got like little separate flowers and leaves, and all I did was stamp it onto Whisper White, and then I used the layering ovals, the white cut with the plain, and then a piece of Marina Mist card cut with the fluted, sorry, not fluted, the scalloped, that matches that particular size plain. Now I did stamp a little flower on it, but I decided that I'm going to go ahead and use some of these lovely pieces again. So I'm going to use a dimensional, and I'm just going to stick that. I want these little leaves to show because I think they're quite cute, like that. So there's my flower. And then I've decided I would also like to use one of the little silver foil vellum pieces. And how I attach those is with a tiny little bit of snail, and I'm just going to bring it out between those pieces like that, and then I'm going to use it to cover one of my joins. So a couple of dimensionals. Well, let's just go for 4. Now this bag will hold greeting cards, and it'll hold at least 6 cards and envelopes, which would make a really nice gift if you were looking for a hostess gift or a birthday gift for somebody. Obviously with a hostess gift you change up the sentiment a little bit. Then I have my little handles, and I decided I would go ahead and use the 1/4 inch white organza ribbon, and I've cut off, I suppose, about 7 or 8 inches, and I've put a knot on one end, and I'm going to take that through from the back, and then I'm going to be using one of these cute tassels. Now I could use the white, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use the blue to keep with the blue theme, and I'm going to thread that there for the minute. Poke this through my other hole like that, and then I'm going to tie my knots. Now you want to tie quite a loose knot because this ribbon is quite fine and it will disappear back through the hole when you put any weight on. So just quite a loose knot, and then you can bring it back through like that. Okay, and then you can do the other side. So take the knot from the back and then thread through for the other side here. Of course that's going to take a little bit of time, but we can use some scissors. This one was not behaving itself like the other one did. There we go. And you can tie your knot in there. And then my final embellishment, my final little flourish, is to take one of these cute little white pins. We call these clothes pegs in the UK, but they're known as pins, clothes pins here in the States. And I'm just going to attach that to the top, and there we have our really cute little bag. So I hope you've enjoyed this project. I certainly appreciate you joining me today. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.